Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to share you the Cognizant interview questions which were asked in the recent Cognizant on-campus recruitment drive. So I am going to share you two different interview questions faced by two different students. So please watch this video until the end. So let's see the questions asked to person one. So the first question is to introduce about yourself. So make sure to give a good introduction about yourselves. Why? Because the follow-up questions will surely depend on your introduction. So if you mention something which you don't know, you will end up answering nothing for that. So make sure to give a good introduction. And then the second question is what is sequence in SQL? And the third question is to write a program to multiply two matrix. And the fourth question is program to get nth max number. So let's say there is an array, and if you sort the array, you will get the numbers in a sequential order. So here they ask you to return the nth maximum number from that array. So let's say there are 10 numbers and you are asked to return the third maximum number. So first you need to sort the array in the descending order and you need to return the third element from the array. So like that you need to code for this. You can use any programming language of your own, but make sure to write effective code. And then the next question is merge sort deep explanation. So you just need to give a deep explanation about merge sort, and you can even sketch it. Like you can even use your pen and paper to explain the concept of merge sort, very clearly. And the next question is full depth OOP concept. So be prepared about OOPS concepts such as abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, and classes and objects, and encapsulation. So these are the major OOPS concepts you can expect questions from. And then query to get repeating data in two table. So you need to write an SQL query to fetch the repeating records in two tables. And then scenario based queries. So they may ask some questions based on some situations. Like for example, you can say, what will you do if the work which you've done is being presented by your colleague? Or what will you do if the manager scold you without any reason? So like that, they may ask some scenario based questions. And the next question is fully based on projects and scenario based questions. So be prepared on your projects. Know everything about your projects before going to the interview, because they may ask any question from the project and you should answer them, and you should not keep quiet when they are asking something about your projects. So be prepared and answer the questions very clearly so that you can get a good impression. And then shift and relocation. So since the Cognizant is a service-based company, there are different shifts like day shift and night shift. So you should say, yes, I'm open to any shift. And also you should say, I'm open to work in any location, since they can't give you the exact location which you mentioned in your preferences, right? So if there is no staff requirement in a specific location, they may change your location and city. So you should be ready to relocate anywhere. And then the next question is difference between ML and DL. So they ask the differences between machine learning and deep learning. And the next question is explain threads and multi-threading. So prepare well about threads and multi-threading concept, because this is the most important question which will be asked in most of the interviews. And the next question is union and full union in DQL. So DQL is nothing but data query language, which is part of DBMS like SQL commands. So you need to explain about union and full join, and then union in Python. So I think you might have learned sets in Python. So there you see union. So you need to explain that union concept which is in sets in Python. So prepare well about Python data types like set, union, tuple, list, and dictionaries. So these are the major concepts from which you can expect the questions in Python. And then moving to the next question, explain triggers. So this is also a question from SQL. So you need to explain the usage of triggers and where we use triggers. And then what is cloud? So I think he might have mentioned cloud in his resume. So they asked this question. So you need to explain about cloud if you mention anything relevant to cloud in your resume, and also the differences between vertical and horizontal cloud. So you need to explain this question and then any questions for them. Don't say I don't have any questions if they ask this. So ask some questions like how long you have been working in Cognizant and how was your experience in Cognizant. And you can ask any question and make sure to ask some relevant questions. And moving to the second person interview questions, the first question is same. like to introduce about yourself. And the second question is features of Java. So you need to mention some major features of Java like scalability, availability, security, integrity, and platform independent. So like that, you need to mention some important features about Java, and then differences between Java and C++, and difference between string builder, and string buffer. So you need to give some basic differences about these three concepts, and then difference between for and for each loop, and which is better and why. So if you mention something like JavaScript in your resume, so you can expect this type of question, and then print maximum number in an array. So here they ask to print the maximum number in an array. So you can see that it's different from the previous question. So here they ask to write the code for finding the nth maximum number. But here they simply ask to return the maximum number. And moving to the next question, query highest third salary in a table. So you need to write an SQL query to fetch the highest third salary from the records in a table. And moving to the next question, key constraints of SQL. So here you need to mention some of the key constraints of SQL. And the next question is difference between drop, truncate, and delete. And the next one, encapsulation and abstraction. And the next question is real-time examples for abstract class and interface. And what is generic class? And about internship and projects, and then our role in the project. So if you have done a team project, then you need to mention your role, like what part you played in completing the project. For example, if you've done a web development project, you can say something like this, like I have worked as a front-end developer, or I have managed the backend, or I have worked on the database. Like this, you can say something. And the next question is cross join. So you need to explain about cross join. And the next question, data types of Java. So you need to mention the different data types in Java, and the differences between stack and array, and the differences between primary key and unique key, and finally any questions for them. So this is the overall interview questions faced by two different persons as part of Cognizant on-campus recruitment drive. So if you find this video helpful, please share this video to your friends. Also subscribe to my channel for more videos, and keep the bell icon on so that whenever I post new videos, you will get to know.